Okay, what we have here is a very large order of parts that were powder coated this morning, and they're going through. They just came out of the oven. There's the oven right there. That fan you see is cooling the parts. There's more parts coming through the oven. Now, we have a young man right there who is unloading the conveyor system. We have another young man right there walking into this camera that's going to be putting different parts on. They're taking off these gray textured parts and they're putting those parts on up there that are going to go into the washer. Those parts are fenders for a company called iPack Incorporated, one of our wonderful customers. And they're trailer fenders for a product that they manufacture that's called the Speed Roller. Now, because we want to conserve space, we have the conveyor system going up into the sky. That way it's not bothering anybody, and these parts are all cooling. And you see them all up here. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pieces. This conveyor system is very fast. And because it's so fast, you need a very, very long conveyor system because you got to have time to get the stuff all loaded and then powder coated and then cooled, and you got to have a lot of linear feet to be able to do all of this. These parts are moving. Now, you're looking at that right now, and it looks to be going pretty slow. Trust me, when you're the powder coater and you're trying to get these things all powder coated, you're a nervous wreck because it seems like they're going by 90 miles an hour. And it takes a toll on you. You got to have one guy powder coating and another guy working close by, and when the one powder coater has to have a break, he has to have a break because this will kill you. Because it's non-stop. Now, see all these parts up here. There's a variety of sizes and shapes and configurations, and they're all basically the same. They take up the same amount of space. If they didn't, then we couldn't powder coat them in the same order and so quickly. It would we'd have to pay special attention to the configuration of the parts. You know. But that being said, now they go around and they go around and they go around, and in theory, the whole concept here is that we're supposed to be doing work below it. Now I cleaned out this area so that the guys could do this in front of you, and you can see how it's being done. But a lot of times there's stuff being done underneath, like for say those carts over there. Now, those carts are designed for different size parts, and I can show you, looking over this way right here. This is a job we got to have done this afternoon. This is for a company called Niagara Frontier Custom Fab. This is ductwork for an air system that's going into Unifracs on Fire Tower Drive in Tonawanda. All right, we got a powder coater right now that's going to be powder coating these things. They're going to be powder coated on these carts, and then the powder coating actually takes place right in that booth right there. Okay? And then, and forget about offering me to buy my Mustang right there. That ain't for sale. And then they go into this oven right here. Okay? Everybody loves Elvis, so we'll let him sing. There's more parts. A lot of the parts are designed, they go on the carts or they go on the conveyor system based on their size and the volume. If you got two pieces, you're not going to put them on the conveyor system. You're going to put them on one of these carts. And there's the system going again. To me, that is a beautiful sight because I was personally involved in building that conveyor system up there, every single square inch. hanging it from the ceiling. And trust me when I tell you, it was a job that every day that I was doing it, I questioned whether I was nuts getting involved in building that damn thing. But it's done. So, that being said, there's more parts, more parts, more parts. And then eventually, they come down here, and the guys, as you can see, the conveyor is moving. The guys are starting to take the parts off. What do I mean starting? What am I talking about? They've been taking the parts off. They come down, and everything goes on pallets. Then they hang the next order. These, by the way, are carts filled with hooks. You got to have these hooks close by. If not, you go crazy looking for hooks. Then those fenders are going into the oven and being washed. So it's been 6 minutes and 15, 17, 18, 19 seconds since I first started this video, and you have not been bored to death, I hope. But for me, this is one of the biggest thrills in the world to see this operate, and I really wanted you to see it too. This will give you some idea of the capability of Buffalo Powder Systems, and what we did for this customer with this job, we can do for you. So with that, I want to thank you very much for spending all this time and watching all of this go on. And hopefully you will consider us for your powder coating. Have a great day.